Yeah. Uncensored.
Read the disclaimer.
That could go on YouTube if you want.
Okay. Well, you want to say something uncensored?
To the camera.
Oh, to the side.
Ass butt.
Yeah.
That establishment.
Okay. Okay, we're just about on. Ready?
Thank you for that gem.
So I like to also
You got it
keep
covered?
these up
Keep your
first.
radio tuned right here for the kind of content you cannot.
I don't want to babysit you though. I do want you to
Yeah.
get some experience if you want.
You can
so.
help me out in the beginning though, for sure.
At 4 p.m. for the power hour. And check our website, WESUFM.org, for our entire show schedule.
You're listening to WESU Middletown 88.1 FM. This is the late night format, and
If I had a nickel.
Shh, it's not your turn. What are you doing?
Are we just listening to this now?
For a little bit. No, now we can. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Okay.
Okay, we'll fade that out and then put the mics back.
Oh, I got you.
Like, it'll be a little bit. Hello and welcome to the late night format. I'm your host, Slepack, and I'm very excited for our inaugural show. All three of you out there, actually there's a lot more of you, thanks guys, you're the best, shout out. You're in for a real treat. With me in the studio is my very good and very caffeinated friend, Mr. Daniel Pope, who has graciously agreed to guest co-host the program with me tonight. How are you doing, Daniel?
I'm doing very well. I'm very caffeinated. I just had the back 9, as I like to call the last 9 cups of coffee of the night. You know, it's a little golf joke for you. And actually on the airwaves, I'm known as Radiodad. Just
That
so
is
you know.
perfect.
So I'm afraid that you kind of revealed my name and that all of my fans are probably going to be able to find me.
So we'll call you Radiodad from here on out?
Yeah, I think that might be better.
Okay.
We might want to
Perfect.
cut that out. It's too late for the dump button. Already 7 seconds, but that's okay.
Alright, so Radiodad has his very own show here on WESU called The Flip Side, which airs every other Wednesday night, so technically later today at 11 p.m. Care to tell the folks at home about it?
Yes, well, the Flip Side is a show dedicated to B-sides and rarities and releases like these, sort of the seedy underbelly of the music world, if you will.
Very cool.
Well, it's not really that seedy, but it's, you know, I kind of want to like bring the lesser known musics to the peoples.
Right.
Yeah.
Very
That's
charitable.
kind of the idea.
Idea.
Kind of the idea of that.
So thanks again for being here, and for no more than a plug on my show that only our own friends are going to hear. So this is greatly appreciated.
No problem, or something.
So,
Sorry.
going literally by script, parenthesis and all. So I figure we'll start tonight's broadcast with an explanation of how this show is going to work from here on out. The Late Night format is a weekly radio show directly based on the classic television talk show format that we all know and love. Here we take that formula and reappropriate for the radio. So the end product is kind of like a podcast / late night show hybrid that you can listen to live right here on WESU Middletown and on the station's website. And we've also actually got a camera running in the studio capturing all the action. So if you want to see a video version of the show, you can visit youtube.com/curlyqtube, which is weird. I made it a while ago. But that's the word curly with an I at the end, the letter Q, and then the word tube. How is that?
That was good. I can tell that it's going to be quite a video.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be filled with lots of surprises.
Some happiness.
Yeah. When I filled out the application for the show, I kind of described it as the love child between the Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson, the Nerdist podcast, and a YouTube video. How, based on what you know is going to happen tonight, does that seem accurate to you?
That seems fairly accurate to me, although
Yeah?
I don't know if I would really know because, well, I mean, I've seen the YouTube before, seen that, but I also...
The YouTubes.
I have seen the YouTubes, but not the Craig Ferguson or the... Well, I think I've listened to the Nerdist once.
Nerdist is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's...
They have lots of fun people come on, and they just kind of chat for a while.
Oh, okay.
And just... there's a really great episode with Yvette Nicole Brown, and they go into, like, religion and all this deep stuff
Wait,
that
who?
you weren't expecting. Yvette Nicole Brown, she
Who's that?
plays Shirley on Community.
Word.
Yeah, she's cool.
She's cool.
Very, very cool. And I am just realizing that I forgot to give you the WESU disclaimer, so let's get that out of the way now.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Uh-oh.
The views expressed on this program are the views of the individual broadcaster and by no means reflect the view of Wesleyan University or the WESU management. This program may contain material not suitable for children or sensitive listeners, but probably not. If you are offended by profanity, please tune out now. If you have questions about the WESU indecency and obscenity policy, please contact our board of directors at 860-685-7703, or you can send an email to wesu@wesufm.org.
All right.
Yeah. So, all right, so just like any late night talk show, we'll start out with a topical and hopefully entertaining monologue, although I think I've covered that time with this little intro here. Then we'll move on to a weekly movie review, and after that we'll have a larger variable segment, which will sometimes have interviews, other times we'll play games, like tonight, so get excited. And it'll generally be a good time. And then we'll close out with, and I'm using air quotes here, musical performance. Daniel, who are we showcasing tonight?
Well, tonight I wanted to bring a little bit of the Smiths to our
Awesome.
followers because I've been really obsessed with them lately.
Yeah.
It's gonna be magical.
I actually don't know what songs you have planned, so I'm very excited to hear it. We've got a great show planned for you, so stick around and we'll get started right after these brief messages.
Yeah.
Good job, guys. All right, I'm in now.
All right, man.
Thanks for sticking around.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks for adding such magic to the
I'm a magical person.
You are. For sure. See ya.
Have a good night. Okay, so what are we doing next?
Now, we're here, and it's just about 2:10, so perfect. And we have the movie review, so this is mostly you.
Fun.
I don't know. I'm gonna sound super dumb.
Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. Oh yeah! Well, I'm gonna do this part in the voice. It's gonna be.
I'm Anthony Fantano, and for what's new,
I'm Anthony Fantano.
listen to the Needle Drop every Wednesday at 5:05 on WESU, WESUFM.org, and check out the podcast on theneedledrop.com.
Welcome back to the late night format here on WESU Middletown, 88.1 FM. I'm your special guest co-host this evening, Radiodad, here in the studio with Adise Slepack, prepping for a little movie review.
That was the best delivery of those lines that I could have imagined.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
As big movie fans here on the late night format, we thought we'd start a little audible movie club where we'll share and discuss some of our favorite movies, and you'll just sit there and listen. Interactive, as always. So, Daniel, what movie are we discussing today?
Well, sorry, I just had to decide there whether I was keeping the voice or not, but I think that it would be probably hard to do this whole
Yeah,
thing.
this is a decently length segment.
It'll be hard on our listeners if I talk like this the whole time. Okay, so I was thinking we could talk a little bit about the movie Elysium, because
Elysium?
Elysium, it's the one with the with the one with Matt
Right,
Damon,
okay. Yep,
yeah,
that one was
yeah,
great.
yeah, totally. So anyway, it's like,
Tell us a bit about it, Daniel.
yeah, well, basically, okay, so I just saw this recently with my mom.
Oh, it's recent, okay.
Yeah. What?
No, nothing, keep going.
Okay. So basically, what this movie is, the general idea is that like the super there's like this big super megalopolis, which is
Super
like
megalopolis.
super megalopolis. It's like, you know, covering like, well, it's L.A. We're introduced to L.A. and it's like
Okay.
a huge freaking
Right.
giant big city by now, and
Yeah,
it's like slummy.
It's freaky and giant.
Yeah, freaky
And slummy.
Exactly, slummy. Exactly. You know, that was really well put.
Yeah.
So basically,
thanks.
the idea is that the super rich now live in a space station that's like up in space, you
Right.
know.
Yeah, of course.
And it's like green, and there's like grass in it because the
Uh-huh.
grass is what actually makes it green. It's interesting, but and yeah, and they basically have these machines that can heal anybody, and the idea is that, well, you know, the poor people on the planet Earth are understandably upset that they're not having access to this health care of the rich.
Yeah.
You know, and Matt
that
Damon.
part was really touching.
Yeah.
I felt sad.
Yeah. I mean, it's, you know, that's kind of, yeah.
Where that guy couldn't get any help because he just was not.
Right,
in the
Matt Damon. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Matt Damon, who
stars in the movie.
Stars. Yes, exactly.
Yes.
He's basically well, I'm not really a huge fan of Matt Damon, but he's kind of like got the face the whole time. He's got the glare.
He does have a face.
He has a face. You know, it's a pretty.
It's
a handsome face. It's a handsome face.
Yeah, he's great.
But anyway, he basically the deal is that he wants to get to Elysium, which is the space station above, and well, I honestly think the whole idea of the movie could probably be summed up by the opening first 2 paragraphs that are shown on the screen, which explains the whole situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It explained kind of how terrible everything is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. You know, you really have a way of taking exactly what I just said and saying it again.
Yeah, I think I add a certain kind of flair to it.
Yeah, I mean,
some femininity and charm.
Femininity.
That's a word, right?
Yeah, no, it's a word. You didn't make it up, don't worry. So basically, he needs to get to Elysium, and he does it. You know.
With a jetpack.
No.
Wasn't it
it's
kind
a
of?
spaceship.
It's kind of like a jetpack for
but it's not
all
worn,
of you.
But it's like worn around you.
Right. It's
but it's
a
more like
more
you,
inclusive
it's more like
jetpack.
It wears you.
Unlike the health supply care places.
Wow.
In Elysium.
Because they're not inclusive.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
a direct parallel. I'm
direct.
a film student, you know.
Are you a film student?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So.
I just hang out here. I'm not a student.
Right.
Yeah.
Because Dad.
Because exactly, yeah. I'm the your father figure on the airwaves. Sorry. Shameless plugs.
Continue with the shameless plugs. Our friends will love it.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. Or they won't. Maybe by the end of this, they won't be our friends anymore. That's probably more likely.
Mm-hmm. So more on Elysium.
Oh yeah.
So what did you think were like the underlying, most important themes of the movie? And I know that I have some ideas, but I'd really, really like to hear yours first.
Well, the underlying themes, I suppose, would be. I mean, obviously, I would say it's sort of a reflection of our current economic
and
situation.
the direction in which we are headed.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But it seems a little bit like if the rich had these like big like healthcare beds that can heal anything. Like I just feel like you could just let a couple people come in and use it. And it
Sharing
wouldn't
is
be
caring.
that big a deal.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah. I won't spoil the end, but I will say that.
Yeah, don't spoil the end.
Okay, then I won't say that. I guess. Unless you want me to say that.
No, I mean just for like the viewers, the listeners. I seem to be very convinced that people, besides the fact that we are taping this right now, that they're watching us right now.
Oh really?
I can't get that idea out of my head.
I should probably put on some pants then, right?
Probably.
Okay, that's weird.
Oh, that's gonna be great on YouTube.
We're putting on my pants.
Yes. Oh man.
Sorry. Oh.
All the things come out right.
When toward the end of the night you're like you keep drinking coffee and then you hit a point of diminishing returns, where it's like each cup of coffee doesn't really give you the same.
I actually don't drink
buzz.
coffee, so iced tea doesn't really give you that kind of kick.
No, it doesn't.
No.
It's not the same.
Not even close.
Oh yeah, so Elysium. Let's see. What else do I have to say about it? Oh,
let's just because we're nearing the end of the segment, so let's
Okay.
just say what was your favorite part, since your review so far has been kind of critical, and then what was the most ridiculous part of the movie?
my favorite part.
My favorite
Ooh.
part was when Matt Damon was in the spaceship.
Really?
Yeah,
I
just the
kinda felt
visuals were really.
I kind
really
of felt like that part was sort of like not like really that important. I felt like that was more just to sort of get him to and from the planet.
Well, I mean, they
To
drew
Elysium.
it out, and it was visually very appealing.
It wasn't really that. It wasn't that long. It was like mostly. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't totally agree with your opinion, but I will fight to the death your right to have one.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That is very sensible and rational.
But anyway, my what was I saying? My favorite part. I'd say probably when they have to drill this like weird mechanized like robot skeleton into his back, right? You know this part?
Yeah.
And they like start drilling it in, and like it's kind of graphic, and like there's like kind of blood coming out of the drill bits and stuff. And like Matt Damon's in like a lot of pain like when this is happening, and I kind of like that.
Oh, ouch! Scathing.
I'm just kidding. That was terrible.
Shout out to Matt Damon.
Shout out Matt Damon. Matt Damon. Sorry.
You're great on 30 Rock.
Oh yeah.
And in Elysium, which I saw.
Yeah, totally. Which you saw. Which you definitely saw, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, why would we talk about a show that I haven't seen?
I don't know. Like
a movie.
Wow.
Very convincing.
Wow. 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 Okay. Sorry. Okay. Wow. How late is it? Okay,
it's late.
That makes it a lot of sense.
Hence the late night format.
Hence the late night
we
format.
are named that for a reason. Want to take a break?
I guess we could take a break. What do we want to take a break with? Want to do some stuff?
Yeah, some stuff.
Some music? Oh, no, music comes later.
Yeah, the Smiths will be performing later. Semi-live.
Live in the studio, the Smiths.
Yeah, in Middletown, Connecticut.
It's actually pretty amazing that we even got them there. Honestly, I always thought that Morrissey was kind of a jerk, but he was totally down to just come over. I was like, he was like, as long as I don't have to be there. And I was like, oh, cool.
That's a nice accent.
Thank you. I've been working on
Do the rest of the show with that one.
With this accent?
Yeah. Can you morph the two voices from before?
In a world. No, it doesn't work that way. It's not. You can't like mess with this magic, you know.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I forgive you.
I should have done that. All right. Okay. So we're ready to take a break. When we come back, Daniel and I will be playing a very thought-provoking game of Would You Rather with some of the strangest questions I think you'll ever hear. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Super psyched.
That was okay.
Yeah, no, that was good. That was good. I was like, there was a point where I was like, wait, Elysium, what is it? It's gonna be hard because we have to do the Would You Rather, and then what? What's next?
And then it's just the music, and then like you say bye.
Okay.
But I mean, see how like even that, like we could have talked forever about like whatever we wanted.
That's true.
So.
And also. Yeah, we're just gonna have to be able to cue it up quick. Just Smiths. Am I just like playing some Smiths through, or am I like talking about them as they're?
Please visit Middlesex Transition Academy.
You can say something in between. Is it 2 songs or 3 songs?
I can do 3, or I can do 2.
Okay, so say a little blurb in between.
Okay.
So long as it's not too long.
WESU Middletown. That's 88.1 on your radio dial or www.wesufm.org.
I can also do my Morrissey impression while he sings. It's pretty spot on.
And you can only get it right here on WESU. Hey, it's homegrown. You want some?
Hey, how you doing? You're listening to the unbearably late night format on WESU Middletown. I'm starting to get real drowsy. How about you, Daniel?
The caffeine hasn't totally worn off yet, but I almost did just say wear it off, so I guess that's it's obvious that it's starting to happen a little bit.
Yeah, I'm the kind of person who gets very nervous being up at these hours, so this weekly thing, just all the anxiety.
I'm just nervous about the tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that what you're talking about?
No, I just generally get a little uneasy at the late hours of the night, but I also have a 10 a.m. tennis lesson, so that should be fun.
Ooh!
Yeah,
fun.
Working out.
Fun!
It actually is fun.
Is that going to be every Wednesday?
Yep.
It is Tuesday night, right?
Or Wednesday morning.
Okay, I just forgot.
Obviously that caffeine is doing a great job.
Yeah. Okay, well, Anyway,
so I know you're a smart dude, Daniel, so I thought we'd take the time to overthink some really strange would you rather questions. How does that sound?
That sounds like something that I wouldn't not want to do.
Great.
Yeah.
That is good because you're gonna do them because you came.
Great.
You signed up for this, but he actually has no idea what the questions are going to be, so you're really going to get his raw reactions to them.
Oh man, it's gonna be so raw.
Yeah, so raw.
And wait till you see the YouTube video. It's gonna be the raw and unedited. No, but we're not editing this because it's live.
Yeah.
So we can't actually really do.
No.
So I'll just have to make rude gestures
You get
with
what
the
you
camera
get.
while it happens. Anyway, let's do this.
Yeah, and just a quick mention that a lot of these questions that I have... Did I say question twice? Oh well.
It's all good.
A lot of the questions that I have are pulled from a Reddit feed for this show called... for this channel, SourceFed, that has a show called Table Talk on YouTube. So just a quick shout out to that, so that it's not like I'm a genius who came up with these really weird questions.
Oh, I'm so excited.
So-
Wait, but before we do that, do we want to do this disclaimer first?
Sure, in case this gets really weird. Go ahead, Daniel,
Okay.
you can do it.
The views expressed on this program are the views of the individual broadcaster and by no means reflect the view of Wesleyan University or the WESU management.
Now switch to Morris.
This program might... No, that's not Morrissey, that's Anthony Hopkins.
Alright,
Hannibal.
whatever works.
This program may contain material not suitable for children or sensitive listeners. If you are offended by profanity, please tune out now. If you have questions about the WESU indecency and obscenity policy, please contact our board of directors at 860-685-7703, or you can send an email to wsu@wsuaffirm.org. Sorry, wsu@wsufm.org.
Just in case it
I don't know
wasn't
what
there.
happened to me. To my
You
brain.
shut off a little bit.
I shut off, powered down a little, gotta turn the old crank. It sounded really weird, but I didn't mean it that way. Alright, let's continue. Continuing on. Thank God we just read that disclaimer.
Let's just get started. Let's jump right into the questions. First, would you rather question Daniel?
Okay. Would I rather question Daniel? Aren't you the one?
Alright. Not even giving you that one.
I thought we could make a thing there. No?
I'm not quick enough.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay, alright.
First show, guys.
Let's do
Alright. So, question number 1. Would you rather have Cheetah dust on your Cheetah? That should be Cheeto dust. All right,
Oh.
these people.
That's actually I
All
have a little bit of Cheeto dust.
Right now, snacks for
vestigially
later.
on my- anyway.
Okay, would you rather have Cheeto dust on your fingers, or have a popcorn kernel stuck in your teeth for the rest of your life?
Wait. So both of them are for the rest of my life?
Yes.
Popcorn.
Yeah, not just like I feel like that would not be an equal.
Yeah, not at all.
starting
I would be
thing.
like, I'd take the dust because then I could lick it off. Okay,
No,
let's
you
see.
can never lick it off. You will
Okay.
just be eternally licking your
Yeah.
fingers, and they will be orange
That's
and cheesy.
You know, oh, wow. Well, that would be nice, like at times when you're like, I want to taste some, well then you get probably tired of the Cheeto taste.
Probably.
Eventually. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna go with the kernel, because, people think that that's incredibly annoying, and I understand that, but I don't really find it quite as annoying as most people do. So, and also, the Cheeto dust thing is like a lot more like apparent. Like it's like your fingers are orange.
That's true.
And everybody's like, well that guy really likes his Cheetos. Like I've never seen him without orange fingers.
Well, it didn't restrict our
Yeah.
ability to explain the situation, so you just be like, guys, it just doesn't come off.
Yeah, but like, well, I mean,
I only ate Cheetos one time.
and then it just never. Oh my
and then it
god.
never came up. I think just for the sake of taking the other one, I'm going to take the other one because, 1, Cheetos are awesome. 2, popcorn kernels are the worst. I find it
You
very,
really found
very
that
irritating. Yeah. I don't
What-
think
Hmm.
having things in my teeth is just not... No.
Okay, but like,
I'd rather have it on my hands. And I figure, you know how when you have the Cheeto dust, it kind of like, you feel like uncomfortable. At least for me, like I really want to wash my hands.
yeah.
But I would probably get used to it. And it would probably give me better skills to cope with germs and other dirty things in the future.
But it's kind of like the dust is like sort of a badge of slovenliness. You know what I mean?
Well, I would explain, like, guys, I literally had Cheetos one time, and now I never have to eat them again because I can just lick it. That's a calorie saver.
I know you can, but you can explain it, but it's like like your friends are still gonna be like, she's the one with the perpetual Cheeto dust fingers,
I think
which
it's
is
a
weird.
superpower.
Which is weird.
It's a superpower for sure.
It's not a very what's the word? It's not.
I don't know.
It's not a very good. I'm just gonna go with good. It's not a very good superpower. I think.
No, of course not. Like, flying would be way cooler, but, like, I mean...
Wait, is that an option? I'll take that one.
yeah.
Awesome.
Question solved.
Okay.
But yeah, for the record, I would rather have a real superpower, but better have a fake superpower than none at all. As a
I'm not
clinician.
sure I follow your logic.
Like, I'd rather have, like, this is
The
this special
only
thing
re-
about me that no one else
But
has.
the only reason that you're saying that is because you're labeling it superpower. It's not like this might not be
that
an
was not
entertaining
restricted in the
discussion.
question.
Because I was like going into, yeah, but like it's when you say it's a superpower, it sounds nice and desirable. That was the word I was looking for before, by the way.
Desirable.
Desirable. Yeah.
Yeah. I turned this just so that I don't have to have popcorn kernels in my teeth.
Okay. All right. That's fine. I'm not
Okay.
gonna argue with you anymore, but I think you're wrong.
All right.
But that's
We'll
your
agree
choice.
to
It's your choice to
disagree.
be wrong.
It is, and I take it with
So-
open arms.
You
I literally have
embraced
open
the wrong.
arms.
Okay.
All right. Next question.
Next
We're
question.
gonna get a little less goofy now.
What? Oh.
No, I mean it's still pretty weird. But
Okay, good.
all right. Would you rather live in a house made of glass or live in a house with no windows for a year? So this taps into like real issues of privacy.
I would go sans windows for a year.
Really?
Yeah, and I'll tell you why.
Tell me.
Tell you why, ID.
Please do. That is what this show is based on.
Okay. My rationalization is runs thusly.
Go ahead.
You got your totally glass house. You can't really. You have nowhere to retreat when you just want to be in private. Like, it's not like I'm saying that I'm doing sketchy things all the time. I'm not necessarily saying that, but what I'm saying is that, like, it's nice to have a place where you can sort of go and not be,
Right.
always looked at or not be always able to be looked at. Whereas the windowless house would be kind of a pain in the butt because it might get a little depressing, but you can always go outside.
Yeah,
And also,
that's-
you can install lights, obviously. You're
Right.
not going to be living in perpetual darkness. And here's another thing, is that it is, when you're in a windowless house, there's no sun radiation coming through the windows to sort of imbalance whatever heating system you have.
All right, so it'd be
So-
like a more insulated space.
More insulated, it would be like probably better for the environment in the long run. Even with the lights,
Uh-huh.
I think it balances out. Or
I think I agree with you. I think
Yeah.
my first instinct was like no, like because I jumped immediately to having no outside,
Oh yeah, that
Well,
would be a no.
and then being like,
Yeah,
all right,
but-
glass house, like I'll just. But then like, where would you do anything?
Yeah.
Like you gotta
Where would you shower?
change clothes. You have to go to the bathroom at some point.
Yeah, nobody wants to see that.
No, no one wants to see that. So I think I agree with you on that
Okay.
one. And you could always go outside, which it would probably promote a healthier lifestyle because you wouldn't sit
Exactly.
in your house.
That's something.
Let's board up all the windows everywhere.
Yes.
Great.
Sorry, that was some physical comedy that only the YouTube watchers will be able to see. So you might
YouTube.com/CurliQtube with an I instead of a Y.
It's like a CURLI, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I thought I was a really creative, like middle school to high school
Oh
person.
yeah,
I still kind of like it. I kept it as my Twitter handle. So
I like it too. I have
I'm
it
gonna
tattooed
roll
on
with
my
it.
on my chest.
that is fascinating. What a coincidence.
I know. It's not a coincidence.
Oh.
I've been a follower of yours for a really long time.
Oh wow. Radiodad.
Follower. Oh wow. Whoa. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on. All right,
Moving
back
on.
to the lighter stuff.
Later.
I think you're gonna like this question a lot.
Okay, I'm excited.
All right. Would you rather live in a world where everyone is a talking monkey, or have everything you touch, hold it,
Okay.
turn into cheesecake?
Oh, wow. 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 Okay. I think that I would take the, oh my god, see if everything I touch turned to cheesecake, I would not be able to have, okay, would these monkeys have human intelligence? That's my only question. Because on the one hand, if everything I touch turns to cheesecake, I can pretty much not have friends because I'm probably at some point going
What
wanna...
if you hug them and then they turn into
Exactly.
a cheesecake? But what if they would be a talking cheesecake?
Well then, I mean, I can't not eat them.
That's true.
So, like, then I'd be a murderer, basically. And, like, okay, the...
That
Just
took
kidding.
a turn.
Just kidding, I can not eat them. I have self-control. But all I'm saying is, okay, well, in the cheesecake world, I think that, that I would probably become morbidly obese, because
Yeah,
how
for
can
sure.
you, how can you say no to...
It would counteract the entire scenario
Just-
from the other question,
Right,
that we're going outside more. But
Right.
then you're going outside and touching stuff.
exactly.
And it's turning
Then
into
it's a problem.
cheesecake.
Then you're like, yeah. Wait, imagine like rock climbing. And like, would the entire cliff face turn into a cheesecake? And then like you go, like with your fingers would like go off it. Anyway,
That
doesn't
would
matter.
be awesome.
I'm just picturing this
Like
very
dangerous,
vividly.
but like really. That's the point. That's why I wanted to do this with you, because
Okay.
I knew you would take this to places that I would
To
never
places.
think of.
Take it to places. Let's see. Yeah, and then the talking monkeys would be just hilarious. Like,
It would be hilarious.
and then I could teach them to play like tambourines,
Yeah. Symbols.
cymbals. I mean, you're
Yeah,
right.
cymbals.
Tambourine. I'm stupid sometimes,
That's right.
especially right now. Okay,
Happens
but
to the
anyway,
best of us.
happens. Yeah, totally. And I am the best of us.
Yep. No questioning that.
Radiodad. Sorry.
Um,
Okay.
This question is actually really easy for me because I don't like cheesecake.
Oh.
So
What?
talking monkeys for sure. I had a
Hmm.
couple of bad experiences with cheesecake,
Oh.
which I'm sure no one wants to hear about.
I definitely want to hear about it.
It's just like I got sick, like in the British sense, and then
Oh. In the British sense.
yeah.
Okay,
And then yeah,
okay.
and then I like stopped touching cheesecake. Not that I even
Yeah.
enjoyed it that much beforehand.
Right. Well, okay. That's
So-
that's weird. But that's fine. I will accept that.
Yeah. Plus, talking monkeys.
Yeah. Talking monkeys though.
That would be so. Oh,
Talking
it could
monkeys
be like,
though.
We could have one like the monkey in Family Guy that lives in Chris's closet. He
Oh,
is
yeah.
a character.
He's literally a character.
Thanks for that.
Wait, I don't understand what you're saying.
No, I meant like a
I
character.
know, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
I would leave, but I feel like that would not
it
benefit
would
the
just,
show very
it would
much.
just be me, and I would have to beatbox the rest of the time. Anyway.
I was willing to let that happen.
Oh really? Okay,
Nice.
that's enough of that. Okay, so you would choose the not
I'm
cheesecake.
taking talking
Okay,
monkeys.
cool.
Because
Cool.
also it'd be interesting to think about how the people that we know
Mm-hmm.
would look like as monkeys.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, and then maybe like we'd learn how to tell them apart, and it'd be like this whole really interesting thing.
This is just hold on. This is just to the YouTube watchers. This is what I would look like as a monkey.
Wow, that's actually
It's pretty good, right?
Yeah, I think
Pretty
so.
good. It's pretty good.
See, I would love to see that with like the fur and everything.
Yeah.
Uh,
Wait, you saying that I don't have enough hair on my face?
you have quite a bit of hair on your face.
For context for our listeners, I have a beard.
Yes, Radiodad has a beard. As you would imagine, Radiodad.
As you'd imagine.
You basically look exactly like I would imagine someone called Radiodad to look like.
That's such a non-compliment. I love it.
It's not a
I know. I'm
non-compliment.
just.
Ooh.
It's like kind of like it's one of those. Anyway, do we have any more questions?
I think Radiodad is the best DJ name
Thank you.
ever.
I'm really glad that I chose it. I'm happy with it.
I'm glad you did too.
Happy with it. Yeah. So.
Would you like to move on to another question, or did you decide on what you would choose?
Yeah, monkeys.
Monkeys?
Monkeys. I
Yeah.
choose monkeys.
You
It
made
would-
the correct choice.
Because like okay, and like there are certain things that when you're touching things and they turn into cheesecake, there's certain things that you might not be able to enjoy, but in that one context and in the other context for I don't know where I'm going with this.
But another thing
Anyway.
to add to the argument, would you be able to wear gloves and then, like, does your power transcend the gloves? That's not the right word.
But the gloves would turn into cheesecake gloves.
Oh my
Dude.
god, you're right! You're so right. That would be hilarious.
But then maybe you could touch other things with the cheesecake gloves.
and then only your gloves would be cheesecake.
But then they might kind of like mush, and your fingers might like come through the cheesecake glove fingers.
But I mean, that would be like
to touch other things.
But like, let's say you wanna like use the computer, it's better to have it covered in cheesecake than have it turn into a cheesecake. So that's some sort of compromise.
Yeah, I got you. No, well,
So there are
it would be a major
loopholes.
pain in the butt.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you wouldn't have talking monkeys.
Yeah, that's the main downside.
Which is the
Because there is no downside to talking monkeys.
there's
I don't
literally
see
not a downside. There's
any
not one,
downside.
No, not one downside. I don't think. I think they're all upsides. Is what I'm trying to say.
Would you say that they're flip sides?
I would say that they're flip sides. With
Just-
Radiodad. Okay.
Later today, sort of, at 11
Sort of.
p.m.
Actually, you know what? That's
Is it-
not true. It's next week. It's
Oh,
next week. I'm sorry.
I meant to ask you,
Yeah. It's next
and then
week.
I just assumed.
Gall darn
Well, put it in your calendars,
it. Golly.
folks.
Yeah. Put that up in there. All up in that calendar.
All right. Talking monkeys.
Okay.
Sold.
Okay.
Ready for another one?
I'm ready for another one.
Can you mentally handle another
I can-
question? Probably.
Can I mentally handle it? Yes.
Okay. Good. Right answer. All right. Would you rather have 10 eyes on the tips of each of your fingers or 10 tongues on each of your toes?
Oh my god.
Try to picture that.
That's really
Or don't.
weird. Eyeballs on my fingers, tongues on my toes. If I had tongues on my toes, I'd be like a fly who tastes with their feet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right?
Which is an interesting perspective on life.
Which is an interesting, yeah. And the problem is that the things that we humans are mostly accustomed to walking on are not things that we like to taste.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is the first thing that popped into my head. And then the second thing that popped into my head is how cool would it be if you had eyes on your fingers and you could kind of like reach around a doorway
That would be interesting.
and like
That would be
see what's
interesting.
going on?
Although I don't know, maybe the benefits of that would be outweighed by the consequences of,
Oh, right. I
Somebody
forgot. You have no
seeing-
eyeballs on your face.
oh god.
I forgot to include that. And I guess for the tongue scenario, you wouldn't have one in your mouth.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Then, like, what is food at that point? It's literally just
Asphalt.
sustenance.
And whatever you find on the side of the road.
Would you eat with your feet? Would you have mouths on your feet?
No, just tongues.
Okay. So when you
So,
wanted to eat something, you'd just
you
shove
wouldn't-
something in the old orifice and not even taste it.
Oh my
Chew
God.
it up, you swallow it down. And it's just
The
like
old orifice?
the old orifice. You know? Like, what?
That's just like the worst combination of words.
Old orifice.
I think I
Old
found
orifice.
I found my, like how everyone says that moist is like the worst word
Oh,
ever.
you don't like old orifice?
I think orifice is just a terrible word.
Step into my orifice. Oh, we're getting a call.
We got a blinky and then it
We
went
got-
away.
It did, no, it's
No,
still-
it's back. I don't
Here's-
know how to do
Here's
it.
the problem: is that we don't have the technology as of this moment to patch a call over on the phone coupler. So what we would need to do is just translate via the telephone. I don't think we were. Really
No, I feel
do
like
that.
that's not going to make for great entertainment.
So we profusely apologize to this listener, but we're not sure that we're going to be able to do this. Only
but-
because we're not trained enough.
Right, but if this is people that we know who are calling right now, you can send me a text message and answer the question because I'm curious. to know.
Actually, yeah, we could get some
Submissions.
sourced material.
So to repeat the question, would you rather have 10 eyes on the tips of each of your fingers with no eyes on your face, or 10 tongues on each of your toes with no tongue in your mouth? So maybe that would completely change the idea of eating, because you would not taste what you're eating. Maybe you
Yeah.
would just taste as like a way of feeling around.
Here's what you would do. Here's what I would do. Okay.
Okay.
You 3 times a day shove something nutritious in the old orifice.
And then you could eat vegetables or anything. You said
whatever.
it again.
You could be totally, yeah. But then what you do, is you before putting on your shoes in the morning, just pour some candy up in there. Up in those shoes. And put those old tongued feet, slip them on in
Gagging.
into there, into
I
the
literally
shoes.
just have an image now of like the inside of a shoe with like a tongue just like wiggling around in there trying to reach like a candy. What if it like slipped out of your reach
You know what's funny?
We've got a
is
viewer
that-
submission.
Or do we? Is that what it
Viewer,
is?
it's not.
It's listener.
All right, we've got
We're not being viewed.
one that
Except
says.
for that guy his face is right outside the window.
I literally. We're high up, aren't we?
Got you!
All right, we've got
Okay.
one text that says, "Eyes on fingers, so epic, just like Beetlejuice." Whoa.
Beetlejuice?
Beetlejuice.
Oh, dear.
We've got another one that says, 10 eyes definitely on my hand. Oh my gosh, they're coming in real quick.
Wait, I might have gotten some. Hold on a second.
Eyes on fingers for me and Sarah Noodles. Hello, Sarah Noodles.
Sarah Noodles.
Eyes on fingers, no question. Another one, eyes on fingers, 2 exclamation points.
Oh, actually, we got actually a really important update. Our good friend Mitchell says, have a D tell the cheesecake story.
I mean, I was when I was little, so I don't really remember
So
it.
wait, let me just predict it. Did you eat a cheesecake and throw up?
Yeah.
Okay, so then that's
I
pretty much
thought
the
I
story.
said that. That was
Yeah,
basically
you did.
it.
You did.
Sorry to get.
I think Mitchell wants the details,
I just.
but we don't have to do that
I
over
have
the
blocked
air.
them out of my memory because
Yeah.
I am very afraid of vomiting and recollecting my
Oh
my
dear.
vomits.
Oh dear.
I
let's
just
not
didn't
do
want
that.
to talk
A lot of
about
expensive
vomiting
equipment in here.
on.
Sorry, I'm ruining your show.
No, you're not. You're making it great. Oh, we've got another submission, but this is
Okay.
for the flip side. Dude, totally the tongues. Get special shoes or some stuff. If you had eyes on fingers, every time you would read a book, you would paper cut your eyeball.
Oh my god! And then
never
you'd have
thought
to
of that.
then you'd have to hold it with one hand so that you can like
Wait, what
use
would
your
happen
fingers
if
to
you
look at the
paper
book.
cut your eyeball? Like, could that be? I mean, I'm sure.
Well,
that
okay, and here's something else. To think about.
my brain hurts.
Think about eyelids. Like, how would that work? Like, so you've literally got these eyeballs, like, on
maybe
the
you
tips
could
of your
like
fingers.
maybe they would make gloves that you can like tape them shut and then like you could kind of have some control over it rather than the tongues. Like I don't think there's any. They're out there.
Picture a sphere on the end of of your fingers, and then you've got something covering over that sphere. When those things open up, like it's not like our eyelids. Our eyelids are like on sort of a flatter surface. But when like the eyelids are opening up
They would
over
protrude
a
from
sphere,
the finger.
they would like come off and like be all loose.
Ugh. Wait, no. What if they're embedded in the finger?
Oh, like in the yeah, maybe.
Because
Yeah,
that would
that's
be
it.
nicer. And then you could just like wear a glove,
Well, we
but then
can't
you wouldn't
really
be
know.
able to see. Period. I forgot that you don't have eyes on your face.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Oh.
And, but what I was picturing before was there were no eyelids, and in order to keep the eyeballs moist, you have to lick them occasionally. I'm sorry. Oh
well,
dear.
all right, we're kind of running out of time, so I would say, as a final remark, I would take the eyes on the fingers just because I really like eating.
Yeah.
Although on the other hand, I don't eat a lot of vegetables, so maybe that would help me out.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you're
I'm gonna go for eyes on fingers.
going for eyes on.
Yeah, because then like I know where my face is. I can direct my hands where I'm walking,
Yee.
and then also have the sneak attack thing that I first thought of, where I can like go around doorways, and it would give you a totally new perspective.
Right. Well, and I don't know, the eyeball thing though, like somebody looking and seeing like these eyeballs kind of poke around a corner, like you'd probably lose a lot of friends. That's all I'm saying.
I'm okay with that. No offense, guys.
I'm okay with that. My friends kind of suck.
No, you guys are the best.
No, yeah, we love you. We love you,
We
friends.
love you very much.
All of our listeners are our friends. So all 3 of them. Just kidding. We know that there are more. because
Finger
we're awesome.
eyes with a Z at the end
Finger
is another
eyes.
submission.
Oh, thank you. God, thank you for the submissions. This is so
That was really
wonderful.
stressful, like trying to read all these text messages. Like, wow, I'm doing this.
Wow, really?
Yeah. I'm not good at multitasking. I don't know how I'm going to do this next week without you, because I'm going to have to do all of it.
Oh dear. Well, you'll.
That is not
I
gonna
believe in
go
you.
well.
I believe in you.
I'm glad one of us
I'll
does.
show you the ropes.
All right, so we're out of time for this segment, I think. Daniel, thank you for letting me and everyone into the deepest corners of your mind.
Oh wait! I never did the final consensus on the eyeball thing.
Go ahead.
Eyeballs.
All right.
No, tongues on the feet. This is a hard one. I'm gonna
It's
think
weird,
about it. I'll
'cause
deliver a consensus later.
Okay.
It's not a consensus if it's just one person, is it?
I have no idea.
A decision.
It is
I'll say.
almost 3 o'clock in the morning.
Word. Okay. So anyway, all right, we're gonna go on a little break.
Yep, we're gonna go on a break, and when we come back, the Smiths will, air quotes, be here.
Alrighty.
So don't go anywhere.
Are you someone who'd like to help out?
Hey, how's it going?
The Middletown Medical
Good, how are
Exam
you?
Corps
Good.
is looking for both medical
swapping?
and non-medical
We're swapping.
volunteers. Learn how you can help out at local events, public health emergencies, or disasters.
That's fun.
You don't have
Yeah.
to live in Middletown.
Be good.
I was listening on the way over.
Oh yeah? What'd you think?
It's a hypothetical about, what was it? Eyes on your hand?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was a good one.
That's right. 1 week of
Uh-oh.
Oh,
This
that's
is an old one.
That's me.
That's you.
We also don't have this. Should I say something about that after?
Nah, it's cool. Don't worry about it.
Did you make a playlist?
No. But I'm gonna, we can run over and, actually we can just switch or something. I don't know, what do you think?
I could just click play.
Okay, yeah, it's, the first one's Is It Really So Strange?
860-685-7700.
Oh wait.
Or pledge online at wesufm.org. It's safe, it's easy, and you don't have to hear us beg.
Once again, that number is 860-685-7700. Make that call right now because
Your
Huh.
hug gives me such a thrill.
Yeah.
Your love won't pay my bills. I want
I won't.
how weird is that?
Very weird. Very, very weird. Is that the whole thing? Okay. Welcome back.
Great intro, and just a shout out to that. That was me in the promo with my good friend Aviva, who was supposed to co-host this show with me this semester.
But she's doing it,
and she's possibly bringing a version to Alaska. So let's hope that that happens.
Yeah.
Shout out to her. You are the coolest. Yep. So, Daniel, would you like to welcome our musical performance?
Yes, I would like to give a cordial welcome to, or a cordial invitation and a warm welcome to the Smiths, who are a band that they play music, and the music is good, and I think that if you listen to it, it'll make you feel things. So, this first song's called "Is It Really So Strange?"
So now we get a bit of a break.
Yeah. This is what's nice about having a music show.
Yeah. But that was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was a lot of fun doing
This is
that.
good.
And like we didn't even get through I labeled 6 questions and we only got through 4.
Oh, cool.
That's how deep we went.
Yeah, that's good. I like riffing.
Riffing is fun.
Okay, so I don't know how to do a playlist on this version. That's the problem.
Oh.
Wait, hold on.
You should have told me. Well, we can kind of do a little fade in switchy thing.
Yeah. Do you have this version of iTunes?
No.
Okay,
No, my computer's too old.
Oh, hey there. I forgot about that. So let's do a thing here.
This
Next,
wide angle thing is great.
Change your mind. Frankly, Mr. Shankly. Play next. Just do that.
Cool. So is that going to go straight in?
Brilliant, I guess so, yeah. And then I do want to introduce the last one.
Wait, I don't know if we're going to have time.
No?
It's 2:51. Are we going to have time?
Oh, for all of them, or for me to
For the
introduce?
3.
Probably not. Yes.
So, pick one. So, pick one and then talk in a minute.
Is it really so?
Oh, another good story. Tongues on the toes. How would you kiss people?
So.
Oh, Jack fell asleep.
Hold on 1 second.
Alright. Our friends are the best. Dude.
Okay, we're. Oh, really? Oh, cool. Well, welcome.
A D.
Sorry?
A D.
A D?
Yeah.
And what's your name?
I'm Daniel, but this is actually my show. I'm just kind of guest starring.
And look, if you want, you can come back whenever you'd like. Well, we got this from Jason and Haley.
Nice, yeah, of course. I figured that would be the fade too. Okay, let's cue up a.
Oh, can you quickly show me how to do that?
So you find.
Well, those will be open, right? I can always ask Blue.
Yeah, they're promo shortcuts. We've got other like shortcuts in here. Let's just go right in. Right? Go. Yeah. Okay. So, so current show promos. You know, you should really just be able to find these. I mean, they're literally.
And it's not PSAs? It'll be like promos.
PSA promos. I use Pledge promos, promo shortcut. You know.
And then you drag it.
Yeah, exactly.
And that'll be open.
This will be open. If not, then it's here or it's here. It's right there. So it's all there. So you have 5 minutes for this song, and like you have to queue up too.
Although I was gonna say bye.
Oh, okay. Then let's say bye and then go out to this. And then will that give you enough time?
Yeah, I'm ready to start.
Okay.
Do you want to switch with like a, or if you, I can plug in while you're saying bye, or
Yeah.
Oh, whatever's good for you.
Yeah, we'll say bye and then we'll do that.
that's okay. Perfect.
Are you always gonna be after me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm here every week.
Awesome. Me too.
3 to 4.
Good luck.
This is your first show?
Yeah.
Mine too.
I think our friends enjoyed it. Wait. We have 7 minutes.
But is this? Well, this has 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. So I'll say bye, and then we'll put a PSA on, and then.
Yeah, that'll probably work out.
Sure.
Do you wanna also? Oh, we have the night owl joke. Do you wanna do that?
Sure. It's pretty stupid. I love it though. Okay.
This is, imagine next week when I have to write a monologue, how well this is gonna go.
It's gonna go so well. Oh man.
It's gonna be so hard. Why did I do this to myself? No sympathy.
It'll be no. I have sympathy. It'll be good. It'll be hard, but
I'll recruit like Mitchell.
yeah. Hopefully you can just,
He's gonna come on in 2 weeks and do his,
Oh, cool.
his electronic sports thing.
Cool.
Spoiler!
And there's always you could always like play more music on it or something like that.
Yeah, I'll probably end up, it'll probably go shorter than what we did now.
Well, look, it's got a box train on my face, or square.
Ooh, it located you.
Did you bring that in? Or?
I did.
Okay.
I'm trying to give it like a video supplement too.
Okay.
I think it's a widescreen lens, so you're in it too if you want to say anything to the internet.
Oh, this is streaming right now?
No,
No,
not
no,
right
no.
now.
We'll
It'll
go on
go
that.
up tomorrow probably.
Cool.
If I maybe commitment.
What's your show?
Huh?
What's your show called?
The late night format. It's like supposed to be like a late night talk show,
Okay, cool.
but like hybrid is
So
with
did
like
you
a
know you were gonna have a late night show?
No, I changed the name actually.
Okay.
But I kind of wanted to have it called that anyway because it is a late night format. So.
Now it's just
So when we're
Alright, can I do the transition?
yeah. So you're
Well, I think that was a great first show, and my hair is caught in the headphones.
Oh, awesome.
As usual. Alright, thank you so
Some
much.
extra physical comedy for those YouTube watchers.
Yeah, youtube.com/CurliQtube with an I. So thank you so much, Daniel, for being here tonight. If you liked his smooth radio voice and hilarious banter, you can tune in much later today. Nope, next week. Oh,
Next
I'm
week.
sorry.
That's okay.
On the flip side, right here on WESU Middletown at 11 p.m. Thank you to the Smiths for making music. If you enjoyed the show and are a chronic insomniac, you can tune in next week at the same time for what will hopefully be another really fun show. Daniel, do you have anything to say to the night owls out there?
Who?
Yep.
Who?
Who?
Who? Wait, who? Say to who?
The night owls.
Who?
The night owls. Good one.
Okay, so anyway, that was that.
So.
Well, wow, that joke landed so well. Can you hear
Yep,
everybody laughing?
I wrote
I can hear
it and
my
I couldn't
listeners
even...
laughing. Or, I'm sorry, our listeners. Did I just say my listeners?
Wow. Robbed.
Not what I meant. Sorry.
Alright, so good night everyone. May you be able to sleep in later than we can tomorrow. See you next week. Later days.
WESU FM, Middletown.
Yup.
Okay. Okay, that was great.